The next folks I'm going to introduce, we're actually going to see a couple of movies here. One, a short movie that we were just chatting about, and the other is called Femme. But before I do that, to sort of set the tone, a gentleman that you met before, and I think his mom is still with us here, Emilio Campobello, along with Lucia DeGarcia, and I want to mention that Lucia has some beautiful books that she will be signing later this evening that she wants you to know about, and I do believe Emiliano also has some CDs. So let's welcome them to the stage now as they make beautiful music and poetry together.
This is so spiritual and so beautiful because my partnering with Emiliano has been one of the best things that happened in my life. Thank you, Emiliano, for being with me, with us. Okay?
Thank you.
So, this poem is called The Hands of God. Oh, hands. There are hands, the hands of God, the pure one, the tender that makes me vibrate, to feel and to reach the sky and the clouds, the stones and the plants, the flowers, the air, the oceans, the birds, the running of people. Oh, hands, there are hands, the hands of your God that heal and that kiss and fervently implore, that bless and that hold my essence, my soul, and quietly run all over my body, making me shiver as winds in the wind, as leaves in the wind. Oh, hands, there are hands, the hands of his God that raise in fervent prayer to heavenly kingdom, that reach to the earth and gaze at the heavens, demanding the moonlight, the rays of the sun, the falling of rain, the snow and the frost. Oh, hands, there are hands, the hands of her God, that shelter the belly that carries the baby, the hands that caress, that chant lullabies and rock those who cry, that suckle the breast, that put them to sleep. Oh, hands, there are hands, the hands of our God, that praise, that appeases, embrace without fear, and bless all around. The hands that dance at the buzz of the wind and cover the veils of uncertainty. Oh, hands, there are hands, the hands of their God that plead and that reach, that love and that pamper, indulge in wonders and breeze, creating and building the bridges, the arches that smoothly cross the subtle spheres. Oh, hands, there are hands, the hands of all gods, so eager to give their long-awaited peace. Oh, divine hands, oh, the hands of light, oh, the hands of love. Oh, hands. There are hands. The hands of all gods.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So as this fabulous musician, singer, songwriter gets set up, I'm going to tell you a little bit about her. New York City native. This gal has no fear taking her performance from the subway platform to many premiere stages. Called Simply Terrific by the New York Post, this young woman tours cross-country tirelessly and now calls California her home. She will have actually her second CD and other fun merchandise is available right outside of our stage area. After you hear her perform, I see other musicians. I see gutsy gals coming in. Gosh, I love this event. What else can I say about Natalie Gelman? She just released with Charlie Midnight, Joni Mitchell, Mark Needham of Fleetwood Mac. Natalie Gelman is the poster girl for the solo storytelling singer-songwriter. This performer, this is a quote from the Music Connection magazine. This performer will likely always have a captive audience.
Thanks so much, Sloan. It's great to be here. And I'm really excited to share some songs. These are going to be originals and covers for you today. This is called Laugh So Hard You Cry, for those siren moments. Here it is.
Life's all about picking up when it gets tough. And I wish I'd seen when he made his move. Then I would not be strumming this groove, giving myself hope between the lines. It's all I could do. I laugh so hard I cry. Can't tell anyone why. It's hopeless fleeting, self-defeating, but you try. Just another day, and it's my heart anyway, and I won't give up. It's do or die. Just laugh so hard you cry. When life goes round with or without all the things we care about, maybe there's really nothing to figure out. And I hope the soul starts making sense. We're all guilty of some false pretense, but I will come to your defense. It's all I can do. I laugh so hard I cry. Can't tell anyone why. It's hopeless fleeting, self-defeating, but you try. And it's just another day, and it's my heart anyway, and I won't give up. It's do or die. Just laugh so hard you cry, and you'll give your love away, way for all your days, but you don't know if things will stay till you turn gray, and all that's left of your heart is ashes and stone. Yeah. Ooh. Laugh so hard you cry. You can't tell anyone why, and it's hopeless, fleeting, self-defeating, but you try. And it's just another day, and it's your heart anyway. So don't give up, it's do or die. Just laugh so hard you cry away your tears, all your fears have come and gone. You can say
Thank you.
Good morning. Welcome to the Santa Barbara Women's Festival. Angel, thank you so much. That was beautiful. People who have musical talent just blow my mind because it's not something I'm very good at. So it's so impressive when people can play two instruments at once. We are so excited to be here to celebrate women, what women can do, what women have done, and we're here to learn not only about our neighbors, the exhibitors, the women who are going to be speaking, but we're also here to learn and discover things about ourselves. My name is Dr. Kathy Groover. This is Sloan Reale. We're very happy to be sharing the emceeing duties today. Sloan teaches singing, and I love her tagline, which is, if you can talk, you can sing.
Kathy, thank you so much. You just left us with hearing, that sense of hearing. We have an amazing day planned, and I have been around the circle 3 or 4 times trying to figure out the perfect song for you this morning. And this one, I think this was Patti Smith. This was in honor of one of Martin Luther King's last speeches. So I'm going to share my version of it. And it's kind of my intention for us and the rest of the weekend. There are amazing things going on. We have beautiful exhibitors, lots of free trial gifts. Please make your way around the entire building while you're here today. Make lots of friends. We are all here to support one another. So that said, we're gonna move right along. EJ in the corner. I went up to the mountain because you asked me to. Up over the clouds to where the skies are blue. All around me, everywhere, I could see all around me, and everywhere. Some days I look down, afraid I would fall. Shines bright, I see nothing at all. And then I hear your sweet voice calling my name, oh, telling me softly, softly you love me. A peaceful valley just over the mountain. A peaceful valley you have come to know. I may never get there ever in this lifetime. Sooner or later, it's there I will go. Sooner or later, it's there I will go. So we have a lot of amazing speakers, presentations, If you are not familiar with the film Femme that aired here last night, 600 women were interviewed. Only 100 made it to the 90-minute movie that was played. I believe that those are going to be on sale today. You can take those home. Take a look at it. It's really about making world change. And I don't know about the rest of you. I'm a mom. I've got 3 kids. We live in Santa Barbara. And my children think that the rest of the world lives the way we live here. It is really our job to educate our children, our children's children, our friends. And I know that I have often been very overwhelmed with societal issues that we're dealing with and kind of just thrown in the towel. I'm not make any difference, so I'm just going to not do anything. But you know what? We are doing it right now, today. We want to start with some thank yous, lots of thank yous for this event. Maui Mastermind, which we're going to talk a little bit more later. Boehm Gladden Foundation, New York Life, Anita De Aguilar of Oppenheimer and Company, DCH Lexus, Dana Ochoa in the house. I saw her here a second ago. Woo woo. The Village Gardener, the Flowers Everbloom, the Orphelia Foundation, Pacifica Graduate Institute, Parent Click, MTD, Cox Communications, Santa Ynez Band of Chumash Indians were here last night, opened our ceremonies. UCSB Cab Foundation, all of the volunteers and host committee. This would not be possible without all of the help from many of you.
I am so excited to introduce the woman. We're here in a large part because of her. And she has not only been a huge support of women, she's been a huge support of myself and what I do, and she is generous to a fault and sassy and intelligent and gorgeous. Patty DeDominic, Women's Festival founder and producer. She is the COO and Chief Catalyst for the Maui Mastermind, entrepreneur, philanthropist, and founder of International Women's Festivals. Patty has rallied teams to form the women's festivals in the USA, Ireland, and other countries. The former commissioner of the Americas, FCEM.org, it's French, Femme Chef d'Entreprise Mondiale. Yes. President Emeritus of the National Association of Women Business Owners. Patty has many prestigious awards, including Entrepreneur of the Year, LA Business Journal CEO of the Year, and congressional and presidential recognition for her advocacy and business success. We can't top that. Sloan, you had a word.
I did. I have one more thing I wanted to add more on a personal note. Patty is, as you know, she does coaching. She's run a number of big businesses. My business personally has gone from being a hobby for the last, 12, 13 years to building a real business. And it's because of her coaching. And I just want thank you so much. My business is a completely different animal from a year ago. And I just wanted to point out on the back of your program, I had to read it again. I said, are you sure? You know that she is the COO of the Maui Mastermind. And now here, you are being offered as a conference participant a full year's access to the online business coaching for free. Okay, this is thousands of dollars in a service or education that you would pay. When she's offering something like that, I cannot encourage you enough to take advantage of it. Your life will never be the same. Thank you so much. Patty, Dee, Dominic, give it up, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much. And I want to say how delighted I am that you are here, that you're watching us in person and live streaming. I thank Rich and Deb, our camera people from Half City Productions, who are live streaming us around the world. So it's pretty exciting. We are broadcasting live on our website. If your friends wanted to be here but couldn't be here, you can tell them to tune in to womensfestivals.org and watch us live streaming all day long. So especially for your presentation, you want to have your friends watching you live streaming as well. So this is the 7th annual International Women's Festival held here in Santa Barbara. 7 years ago, Mary Schnack, Janice Johnson, Deborah Hutchison, Tracy Beard, Marlis Bohm, I, and a few other folks got together and we said that we weren't doing a very good job of celebrating International Women's Day. So we wanted to celebrate the accomplishments of women and the potential of women. We wanted to give you more of a platform and more of an opportunity to connect with resources, sponsors, and collaborators. So we brought together the leading nonprofits that we thought were really benefiting women and girls. Girls Inc., National Association of Women Business Owners, here in Santa Barbara, Women's Economic Venture. We teamed up with the local university, UCSB, and City College, and it's just been a wonderful collaboration over the years. We've had some extraordinary members on our committee. I can't mention them all because this event couldn't take place without, it's actually over 75 volunteers who are helping to make this go. And as of 2 days ago, we had sold 600 tickets to attend. So it was one of our biggest so far. We're expecting a big crowd today. I really do want to thank the folks and the team at Maui Mastermind and Boehm Gladen Foundation for your continuing support. Marlis, you mean the world to me. We are supposed to have a New York Life Jane Choi here, but we don't have Jane Choi, but we have some other person from New York Life, and there's my handsome, charming, tall New York Life gentleman, too. So, well, everybody, will you thank New York Life because they're a returning sponsor for 3 years now. Be sure and stop by their booth. You may remember that they were the major underwriter for the publishing of one of my first big books, Life Moments for Women, and for that, we'll always be grateful to you. And we really appreciate the leadership of Jane Choi in the region, and we congratulate you on your brand new Santa Barbara office as well. The Village Gardener did a great job of bringing in and helping to sponsor, and many others. Pacifica Graduate Institute, Heidi Townsend, thank you so much for sponsoring last night's Gutsy Gals preview, and Kelly LeBrock, that was great. Pacifica is at a very interesting time in its history, and it's expanding. So if you don't know about the evolution of its programs or its role in your soul's evolution, you want to find out. So ask Heidi. Heidi, wave your hand here. There she is. Now, I would like to introduce and have my co-producers, the two women who, without them, this would not happen. I would like to ask the tired and weary, but always incredibly devoted, Tracy Beard and Janice Johnson to come forward, please. In red, Janice Johnson's been the development director and communications director for Devereaux for many years, and she retired this year, and boy, did we get lucky. Janice, we're so fortunate. You have worked day and night for months and months and months, and it seems like you've been living at my house for the past few weeks, too. Except for the last 3 days you've been living here. Would you like to say anything?
Just that it's been a pleasure working with Patty and the whole Women's Festival crew this year, as every year for the last 7. It's an amazing, amazing group of women. So it's just our joy to see everybody here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Janice. And Tracy Beard. Tracy and I have known each other for a long time, and she's been a sponsor and a supporter. And when she was with the Dreyer Group, she was an inspiration to many, many nonprofits and organizations and leaders. And then most recently in the community with the food bank and her other nonprofit volunteer leadership and philanthropic activities. Tracy, nobody does it better than you, and you are the most amazing magician. You can pull more rabbits out of more hats that most people didn't even know existed.
Well, I want to thank everyone, and it was really nice. The Berry Man hosted last night, and he came through for us. We want to thank Marlis very much. She's been a great supporter for us. We have amazing media sponsors, so I just want to thank everyone for coming here today and supporting the festival, and we could not do this without Patty's support and Jean's. So thank you very much, and we need to give Jean a round of applause.